What if the next time you encounter a seemingly harmless object, it turns out to be one of the deadliest substances on the planet? It's a chilling thought, but the reality is that our world is full of materials that can kill you without you even realizing it, sometimes before you even have the chance to react. Some of these substances are so dangerous that a tiny amount can cause instant death, while others might slowly cause fatal damage over time, often without obvious symptoms until it's too late. Welcome to our channel Boom, Crazy World. In this video, we'll dive into the most dangerous substances known to mankind. These are chemicals and materials that, despite their occasional everyday uses, are capable of wreaking havoc on the human body. Whether it's a substance you might accidentally ingest or something that could trigger a catastrophic event just by being exposed to it, each of these compounds has the potential to endanger your life in horrifying ways. From poisons that kill in hours to industrial materials that might be sitting in your home without you even knowing their lethal potential, let's explore the world of the deadliest substances on Earth. 1. Ethylene glycol, the hidden poison. When you think of antifreeze, you probably don't think of a deadly poison. But ethylene glycol, the primary chemical in most antifreeze products, can be deadly if ingested. It's a clear, colorless liquid with a slightly sweet taste, which makes it especially dangerous for children and pets. It's also commonly used in car radiators and de-icing solutions, so the risk of accidental ingestion is not as far-fetched as it seems. Once in the body, ethylene glycol is metabolized into various byproducts, including oxalic acid. This compound has a devastating effect on the kidneys, nervous system, and heart. The symptoms of poisoning from ethylene glycol often start subtly with nausea and dizziness, but as the poisoning progresses, it can lead to seizures, organ failure, and in some cases, death. Despite its dangers, ethylene glycol's sweet taste often leads to accidental poisonings, with fatalities reported every year, particularly in places where antifreeze is not properly labeled or made bitter to deter ingestion. 2. Strychnine, the deadly pesticide. While many pesticides are used to protect crops and homes from pests, strychnine is an extremely potent substance that was once used as a pesticide, but has gained notoriety for its lethal properties. It's not only a poison, but also a terrifying one, as it can cause death through its effects on the central nervous system. When strychnine is ingested, inhaled, or even absorbed through the eyes, it leads to severe convulsions and spasms in the muscles. These convulsions occur due to strychnine's interference with the nervous system, preventing the body's muscles from relaxing. The result is a series of painful, uncontrollable muscle contractions, often starting with the face and neck before spreading throughout the body. As the body is unable to relax, the person begins to suffocate, eventually leading to death. The effects of strychnine are fast and horrific, often making it one of the most brutal forms of poisoning. Though strychnine is no longer used as a common pesticide, it still finds its way into illegal activities and remains a highly dangerous substance. 3. Tabun, the nerve agent. Imagine a chemical weapon so potent that it can kill you in minutes. Tabun, one of the deadliest nerve agents ever created, is exactly that kind of weapon. It is part of a group of chemicals known as organophosphates, which disrupt the nervous system by inhibiting the breakdown of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that's essential for nerve signal transmission. When acetylcholine accumulates in the body, it causes muscles to contract uncontrollably, leading to suffocation as the respiratory muscles are unable to relax. Tabun's effects are fast and gruesome. Even small exposures to the substance can lead to symptoms like excessive sweating, drooling, muscle spasms, and loss of control over bodily functions. As the agent progresses, it can lead to respiratory failure and death within minutes. Though the use of tabun was banned under international treaties such as the Chemical Weapons Convention, it has been used in the past in chemical warfare, and there are still significant concerns about its potential use in conflict zones. If you were to encounter taboon today, your best option would be to flee immediately and alert authorities. Its toxicity is off the charts, and there is no safe exposure. 4. Dioxins, the invisible killer. You might have never heard of dioxins, but these highly toxic compounds are among the most dangerous substances on Earth. Dioxins are a byproduct of industrial processes such as waste incineration, chemical manufacturing, and even some forms of agricultural burning. While they're not usually lethal in immediate terms, their long-term effects on health are catastrophic. Perhaps the most notorious use of dioxins was in the infamous Agent Orange, a chemical defoliant used by the U.S. military during the Vietnam War. Agent Orange was designed to strip away foliage and make enemy forces more visible. However, its chemical composition, particularly the presence of dioxins, led to devastating health effects for both soldiers and civilians exposed to it. Dioxins are known carcinogens, and exposure can result in long-term health issues such as cancers, reproductive damage, and developmental problems in children. The most alarming aspect of dioxins is their persistence in the environment. They can remain in the food chain for years, slowly accumulating in the bodies of those exposed. 5. Asbestos, the silent killer. For decades, asbestos was hailed as a miracle material. Used in construction for its heat resistance and insulating properties, it was commonly found in buildings, ships, and even household products. However, over time, it was discovered that asbestos is a major cause of fatal lung diseases, including asbestosis and mesothelioma, a rare form of cancer. The danger of asbestos lies in its microscopic fibers, which can easily be inhaled when disturbed. Once these fibers are in the lungs, they can cause inflammation, scarring, and ultimately cancer. The problem with asbestos is that its harmful effects can take decades to manifest. A person may be exposed to asbestos in their youth and not experience symptoms until much later in life. Asbestos use has been banned in many countries due to its health risks, but it still remains in buildings constructed before the bans were put in place, posing a continuing threat to unsuspecting workers and residents. 6. Azides, the most unstable substance. Finally, let's take a look at azides, a group of chemicals that are considered to be among the most unstable substances known to science. Azides are extremely sensitive to heat, shock, and even light, which makes them highly dangerous to handle. Just a small amount of azide can cause a violent explosion if the conditions are right. Because of their instability, azides are not used in everyday products, but have found niche applications in the manufacture of explosives and airbags in vehicles. Despite their rarity in civilian life, azides represent a potent threat due to their explosive nature. Researchers handling azides must exercise extreme caution, as even a slight mistake can result in disaster. The world is full of substances that, under the right or wrong conditions, can be deadly. Some of them, like ethylene glycol and strychnine, might even be right under your nose in your own home. Others, like tabun and azides, are more specialized and pose a threat primarily to those involved in military or industrial activities. But regardless of where they come from, one thing is clear: underestimating their danger can be fatal. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.